When we were uploading 2 videos a day, we were together for 12 hours. Every single day. Why did we leave YouTube? Can you answer that question? So like 10 years ago, when I first started live streaming, I started live streaming under like a different account. Oh God! I did not know him. I've always wanted to like make videos and make a YouTube channel. I brought this idea to a mutual friend and they recommended him. My thought about this guy was,
I was weird.
Because I didn't like him. He was annoying because he would always like tell me a joke that didn't make sense and then he would laugh at me and then leave, or at least he would just laugh. He wouldn't laugh at me. He laughed at the joke and then
I
he
wasn't
would leave.
Annoying. You were just stupid.
But then we became really good friends after that and we were like, well, you know what? And it wasn't until about like early 2020.
And this guy was always saying like, hey, we should try TikTok.
Yes.
TikTok is the future.
I was a baby. Like even 6 years in, I was a baby because I never actually studied or figured out how this stuff worked. So we started to apply ourselves and we found out a lot of rules when like trying to have an account that works. And we posted a few videos. And I remember I was such a sore loser because this guy, he uploaded a video once, he got like 500 views. Tell me about that.
Not even 500. It was like 120 views.
It was 500.
And this guy
because I got 80. I remember
this
that.
guy was like, oh, I only have 80 views.
I was a sore loser because I was like, what is this? And I was like, I learned everything and you're applying it and it's going so well.
One night, I was at home.
Yeah.
And I just got the idea. I told this guy, hey, we're going to record a video. You just sit here. I'm not going to tell you anything about this video. Just follow me.
Yeah, and literally, he did that.
And then we recorded 3 videos.
We uploaded it. I
didn't know that.
And it didn't go anywhere. But then, 2 days later, both videos hit 10,000. They hit 10,000 views. I have pictures. In 1 week or 2 weeks, we hit 100,000 followers. And we were getting recognized in real life. It was really weird. It's one thing when someone tells you, oh my God, I watch you. It's another thing when someone tells you, my entire family watches you. On the second week or so, I believe, I told Felipe, I was like, we need to move this to YouTube in Spanish.
In Spanish YouTube channel. That was pure cringe.
Oh my God.
Okay, despedido.
El sol.
Esto es demasiado rápido.
La verdad, es demasiado rápido.
That was...
I don't want to see those videos because it's like, I start sweating.
That was pure cringe.
No, but it worked. Like, we're so different to how we were before, and I actually think it's a good thing. I don't feel like myself, like looking back. I am a completely different person to the person I was making videos 4 years ago.
It was like the
augmented version of us.
Yes, it was the energetic version of us. How fads
exactly how did fads start? In that Spanish YouTube channel, something happened. We were getting about 3,000 views per video and whatnot, but I was telling him we have to make an English-based YouTube channel.
He was frustrated
if we want to grow, because we were getting. It's weird by region. The content people watch changes drastically. And so we were trapped in Colombia. And the thing about Colombia is that there's only like 4 different categories where people grow. You either have to be like ADHD, super high energy, or you have to be dressing up as a woman. If you're a guy, you have to dress up as a woman because people like watching that.
And that's exactly what they like. When you're a man dressed like a woman.
And making fun of women.
See.
That's literally what they watch. Or you have to be comedy based.
Or mother-in-laws.
Yeah, mother-in-laws as well.
In-laws.
They make fun of that. It's like very comedy based, but it's weird. Or it's education, specifically learning English.
He wasn't proposing it. He was talking about it and how that was the way. But we were not there. And we had a limitation. I had a limitation with my language.
Yes. Yeah.
So it was like a big challenge for me. And then one day we were talking in the studio and we should do it. That's where we should be. And then I said, let's do it.
Yeah.
God knows what's gonna happen.
And so I was like, you know what content might be good for you to learn English? Like keeping this going, but in an English-based channel, a reaction. English is fun and everything, but the content has to be interesting. I'm going to toot my own horn here for a second.
We started the trend.
Yeah, we started the trend.
Our first video had like 500,000 views on that. So we think that we started the trend.
We actually
of
did.
Reacting to Dreams Manhunt.
Or we could say it was like we were the OGs, the originals. Like, I don't know. But I do know that we were at the start of it.
Yes. Let me tell you something.
Here, how you admire?
I admire a lot the editor's work.
Oh, yeah.
That thing is boring. And not only boring.
People say all the time, you have to do YouTube, you have to love the entire video making process. Look, before AI, before the explosion of AI 2 years ago, the most soul-sucking thing I have ever experienced is making subtitles. I cannot tell y'all. I'm sorry. I cannot tell y'all, though, how soul-sucking for me making subtitles was. 2020, my eyesight has not been the same since October.
And mine, there was a point where I couldn't edit.
Yeah.
I couldn't help.
Yeah.
Because my eyes were so red.
Yep.
And they were burning. And there were days where I was like sleeping 2 or 3 hours.
And sleeping 2 or 3 hours here.
Here.
Right?
Yes, here.
You literally
here.
get on the floor.
Sleeping here. On the floor.
We've always wanted to come back, but we didn't know how. Because we didn't know if we really wanted to continue reactions back then. Why we have never played Minecraft together, like in a video. Like, I'm sure so many people, well, no, hold on. We have a few limitations. One of those limitations is this guy actually has a dry eye problem. He has a hard time looking at screens for long periods of time. That's one of the reasons.
Yeah.
So video games take up a lot of time, and editing also takes up a lot of time. So it's like when you put everything together to be able to record all of this content and everything gets really difficult. And then being able to be together to like edit the process or do the things gets really difficult. So I'm the main video editor. I become obsessive.
Let me say it again. During the editing process, I was the devil.
Yep.
Because this guy, he loves so much.
Honestly, it was good. We were a good team.
He loves so much his own videos. Oh no, we cannot throw away this part. It's important.
It's a part of the comedy.
It's important.
How are you gonna get rid of that part? It's the context.
And that's the reason why during the editing process, I just sat in front of the computer, and then I started cutting or throwing away all the funny parts.
And we would react, and then we'd have to edit the video, and we'd have to get the thumbnail ready, and then we would have to upload it, right?
We were tired of each other.
Literally, he would go home at 4 a.m. I could say something. That month burnt us out. I could say something, though. That month worked. I wanted to try it, and it was proof that my theory was right on. During that month, we grew 30 or 40,000 subscribers.
And that October is the reason why we
stopped.
stopped.
We had comments too. There were comments after we would upload. There were comments of people saying like, "Hey, be careful. Don't want you guys to burn out and everything." I was like, "We're fine." And then as soon as November hit and it was over, we were like, "I don't want to see you. This was fun, but let's stop." Do Zoom.
That time is
Zoom, right?
That weren't fat.
Don't you dare tell me that Android can't Zoom.
That's why I want to go back to iOS. I am an Apple lover, but I bought this S23 Ultra, and
because he's in love with the telephoto lens.
I was using his basic iPhone 13.
But let me tell you though,
I was like,
let me tell you though,
this is so much better.
Okay, but my iPhone 13, when you zoom in, looks like an oil painting. So like, don't.
But I was talking about the smoothness.
Oh, whatever. He's talking about the zoom. He's talking about the fact that when you hold down to record for video on an iPhone, you can move up and it will zoom nicely.
Hey,
you know what kind of person he is?
Google Cloud. How do you call that?
Google. What?
Is this conversation about iPhone and Android? This was like the thing I was mentioning yesterday about my coworker.
Exactly.
I speak fluently when I am complaining about people.
And I also we need to make sure you don't get in trouble.
I do have a coworker. And
that will be our next stream.
She's a lady.
So?
She's not even a lady. She is a woman.
I hope
She's
you keep those
horrible
stories
woman.
for next time. Please tell the class what it was like buying a Apple Watch replica from China and how that went. Excuse me.
Sigue hablando.
Where is it? Now that I think about it.
I have no idea and I don't care.
It's over there. We're supposed to return it. We have to return it tomorrow, but you should talk about your experience.
It was the MK8 Ultra. And I bought it through Mercado Libre. I just wanted to return it. But I don't want to do it. I don't want to
You haven't said why though.
It didn't synchronize with my phone. You know, when you have a smartwatch, you connect it to your phone. When you play music on your phone, the music sounds here in your arm.
Yeah, the music would play out of the watch instead, so it acted like earbuds or a speaker.
And it's like, yes, it's like having a speaker in your arm.
It didn't send notifications either.
Yes, many things.
You want to know the funniest thing?
Just for calls. And when someone calls me, I hear it here in my arm.
Wait, some people were like buttering it up. Like they were saying like, no, this is really good watch and everything. Honestly, no.
It was not. It was not. I have had cheaper watches. And when I say cheaper, it's like, I don't know, $20.
Yeah.
They work just fine.
Yep.
They worked just fine. This guy is telling me, you should return it. You should return it. And I'm like, yes.
He literally has only like 3 days to return it because he's waited so long.
I want the money. I want my money back. But don't you want to do it?
I told you we just have to put it in a box and return it.
I clean you
no.
two bathrooms.
We literally just stuff it in a box and send it back.
It's in a box.
You have to put it in a different box. I'm like begging you to get your money back.
I'm so tired about it.
I'm like begging.
I'm so tired about it because it's like, first I waited like a month. Then I waited like another month to sell it. And nobody bought it.
You get tired so easily. I'm the kind of person that's like, I want my money back. Look, we live in a country, Felipe, where they don't accept returns for like anything. And the fact that you could get a return for that is crazy. So you might as well get your return
Help
back.
me. You never clean your bathroom. And I can do it if you help me.
Why are you airing my dirty laundry on stream like this?
And you.
Do you think this makes me feel good? Do you think it feels good to have you say you never clean your bathroom on stream? That's like the equivalent of saying I never shower.
You look and you sound way more excited than me about returning that thing.
You're right. I shouldn't be. I'm gonna stay.
This guy, he's been excited
look
about
at this color, matcha
Let's
green.
return it. Let's return it. You should return it.
You should be excited about life. You should be upset. You should be like so distraught about the fact that you actually have to get your money back. Like, Felipe, that's crazy. That I'm the one that has to vouch for you. Like, you should be doing your own work. This is true. Why don't you return the box? Why don't you do the work? Look, hold on. Give me a second.
Clean your own bathroom.
That's crazy.
Clean your own bathroom.
Give me a second. Here's your box. Hold your box. Hold your box. And I have a box here that's a little bit too big because of the ninja thing I bought the other day. We put the thing in a box and we send it off, okay?
Listen.
And all we have to do is tape it up.
And that's the part you can do.
No. And then it's easy peasy. Put it in a taxi, ship it off. You don't have to clean my bathroom.
We don't need to take a taxi. It's 2 blocks away.
3 blocks.
2.5.
How is it now you're telling me we could walk when you don't even want to put it in a box?
Because
what is this? How have the tables turned? I like walking.
It's less stressful. Walking packing the...
How are you telling me it's less stressful?
Can I have one of those cookies?
I have cookies? Oh, they're the
cereal.
They're the
cereal
rice cakes. Rice cakes.
Serial
rice
killer.
Cakes. Yes, you can have one. Go get you. I thought they were actual cookies. I was about to get hungry.
Talking makes me hungry.
Yeah, same. Wow. Is this ASMR? Did you know some people have misophonia and they hate the sound of like eating? I haven't invested into anything to like resell over here because Felipe once a long time ago, we went out to a store and they had on sale these huge breakfast makers and I bought 4 of them to resell. You don't remember. You just remembered that, didn't you? That's why you're laughing. Because he told me, Daddy, you should buy them. Because I had the money. He was like, you should buy them. And so I took 4 of them. And, you know, it's very strange when something's on sale and the stock for it doesn't go down in the store. No, like units are not disappearing. But I took 4 of them anyway. I'm going to tell you something right now. There was not a soul that even wanted those breakfast makers as a gift. Well, I tried giving those things away. I spent over $100 on that stuff, and this guy over here literally. Ever since then, I've been like, Felipe, I don't know if I want to do this again. I don't know if I really want to go through this entire thing because that's not the only time this has happened to me. Like this gift recently at this, there was a shop. We went out, we bought a shampoo. He got like a gift receipt thing that was like, oh, you're put in the lottery kind of thing. Well, at the end of the day, we're going to call you if you won. And he got called and he won. So he went over there and I went with him and they gave him like a bunch of random stuff and like half of the stuff was like for girls. But one of the things that they gave him was a Captain America Bluetooth speaker. And like we looked up online to see how much it was and it was like $60 or something or like 200,000 pesos. And this guy was like, oh my God, that was a really good gift. I'm going to resell it. Not one soul has told him like, hey, how much is it? No, he literally put it up and no one wants it. And he was like, no one wants it even as a gift. I was like, that's why they gave it away. That's why they put it in the lottery thing, you know?